I'd like to bring into another call now, another cold call, so you can see the full cycle again. That's why we're choosing cold calls rather than booking an appointment. I want you to see the full cycle. But it's going to be to a person in their home. So really, I'm just going through the white pages. I'm dating myself now. And I don't know who I'm reaching. I don't know how rich, poor, I have no idea. And we're going to go as we go. I'm going to call up Nubia here. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello. Hi there. Sorry, who am I speaking to?
This is Nellie.
Hi, Nellie. Okay, yeah, I seen your last name here is Smith, correct? Sorry, I'm Damian. I was waiting. I hear an objection coming, so I'm getting ahead of it. I'm Damian Spaulding here. Sorry, I work with an organization called Feed the Children that's local here in town. But before I get into that, I just wanted to get to know: Are you the owner of the home? Like, are you a? I'm doing the Columbo approach.
I'm the homeowner.
Okay. I'm falling all over myself on purpose. That way she's not thinking about, do I want to take this call? She's thinking about rescuing me. So you're the you're the homeowner. Yes. That is, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, because what we have is we have a charity here in town that I don't know if you have children. Do you have kids? I don't want to be too personal.
I do. You do? I have a young son.
Okay. And you see how much more approachable I am now because she's rescuing me compared to when I was more corporate, because I'm just building a quick relationship, right? And she's rescuing me through. You have a son. That is awesome. I have two sons. How old is your son?
He's 7. He's turning 8 in a couple of months.
Oh, that is awesome. Well, you see, we have what we do here. I can take a moment of your time, I'm sure. Just a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. I was just about to prepare dinner.
Wonderful. So now I have permission to proceed. She can't use the objection of I don't have time for this call. Or if she wanted to pre-qualify me, she'd be like, what is this about? And then I'd go through it, and now I know time is of the essence. But she gave me permission to proceed. So I'm going to go through, yes, okay. No, we are an organization. What we do is we feed children like your son. And thankfully, you are in a position that I'm assuming you own a home, and then you have enough to feed your children. Not many people in our community are in that position. And so what our charity does is we sponsor kids in the school system to get fed before they go to school, because it's hard to learn when you're hungry, or it's hard to learn when all you had for breakfast was half a bag of chips. Mm-hmm. So what we do is we create opportunities for kids to get real wholesome food before the day of school, so they can learn and change their stars, become a doctor to want to become a doctor. Would you be in a position to help a family in need that way by chance?
I'm already actually supporting another charity that does something similar.
Oh, that's which one? What do they do?
Yeah, United Way. I know that they do have some other programs where they do provide breakfast programs for kids.
Wonderful. So now what I can do, I'm leaving the call. So now what I can do is I can start, I don't like name dropping brands, so I'm not going to do anything like that here. But there's a charity, I can start breaking apart that charity. It's saying congratulations on giving to a great cause as close to what we do. And if I know things about the charity, I can start dismantling in a respectful way. I can do that to then build a need for our organization. Okay. I know the organization that she mentioned is a megalithic organization. So I need to positively differentiate myself from everything else. Therefore, all right, that is fantastic that you give already. That's fantastic. To a very, very large organization, we're definitely not as large as them. But what we do is that we work locally here in the community, and we make sure that next to no funds are actually lost in the administration. I can't speak to any other charity, I don't know. But with us, I'd love to, even if you can split some of your giving between the larger organization and us, we'd love to do that and have an opportunity to earn your business, earn your respect, and earn your trust. Would you be able to put us in a position where that could be possible?
I might, but I really need to read a little bit more about this organization, because I really like to understand the organization itself and ensure that truly the funds are going to the purpose that it's being donated for.
I absolutely agree, yes, because there's no shortage of scams out there that's like that. And here's where I'd go through the list, because I had permission to proceed. I'd go through a list of things that makes us unique. I'd share with her a website and any substantive evidence that I need to give to close that deal. I can even walk her through on the phone, say, can you, on your cell phone, go to such and such a website, blah, 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 and cancel any and all those objections. Let's say I did that. We went through all that entire process, and I agreed with her objections, and I went through everything as required, as you already know in the rest of the training process. And now I finally go to the close. Well, wonderful investing this time with you. I'm so glad we spent this time with you. And I'm sure you now see how we're the kind of organization that you would like to invest with.
I do. And thank you so much for taking time to walk me through
Absolutely.
your
And
website.
before she says I'm not interested, I'm getting ahead of that objection, and I'm now moving on to where we need to be, because I don't want to hear the objection. I'm at the close now, and then I'm going to handle objections as part of the post-close. So, yes, so wonderful. So what I'd like to do is we can even start small. I'd love to start with, like, even if you can do 1 child or 10 children, like how much do you give to your charity right now?
I currently give about $100 a month.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, I don't want to necessarily discount from that. Would you find the surplus, let's say for an extra $20 here or there, that you can impact kids through our charity, local in our community?
Can I think about it and get back to you later?
Yeah, no, what do you need to think about?
At this point, I really would like to just think a little bit more and see what the impact of reducing, say, my donation to the other charity and repurposing that to your charity would be.
Excellent. So she quickly gave me the root of that objection. It only took a second just asking what she's not interested about, and thankfully, she had to think about, and what I now know what I need to handle, right? With the impact of reducing the other charity. I can then run assumptions like, well, they're a megalithic corporation. I'm sure that $20 difference is not going to be a big difference to them. Or I can upclose. I can say, well, you can keep the $100 the same and then add another $20 just to get us started, just to get the foot in the door. And we can see if we can expand there and give further value, because I already have an understanding of what her value is and what she'd like to experience out of the exchange, and so on and so forth. I can make many different directional changes here at this moment in time based upon our past communication and the trust that we have. Also the fact that I'm now on the phone with her and I'm there in person, and the megalithic corporation does not know her voice. I can use all these things, because how am I possibly differentiated from everything else to then bring this final close together? I totally get it, Nellie, and I understand that, yes, you definitely want to not damage the existing charity that you're working with as you work with us. Is there a way that we can maybe do it in parallel to start with? Even if there's even $5 makes all the difference in the world. I'm sure assumptive close. I'm sure you can afford an extra $5, maybe $10 a month, just to give us a shot. I know you wanna. You do. I know you wanna. I'm listening for a smile.
Okay, Okay, I'll be able to do this.
I'm
donation.
laughing to try to get her to laugh with me, because I'm trying to disarm it. Go on.
Okay, so I think we can go ahead and do it.
Okay.
However, I just want to go back on one of the questions that I had before.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I know you're positioning yourself as more of a personalized, grassroots type of organization.
Yes.
Will I get to see which child I'm supporting? Is that something that would be feasible, or?
That's a tough one, because when we're dealing with privacy concerns, we can't necessarily connect the families with the children directly. There's some families that might be okay with that. I could definitely ask that of my team and see if we can connect your exact funds to an exact individual where the family is comfortable with being transparent. But I'm sure you also understand that if you're in that position, notice the assumptive close, that if you're in that position, you might not want to share pictures of your child, your son, as a mother yourself. You'd be hesitant that way. And I'm waiting for her to agree with me.
Okay, I get it. I understand.
Okay.
And also then part of what I was getting as part of an executive donor with United Way was the opportunity to attend their annual galas.
Oh, yes.
Do you have something similar, or a gathering, say, annually, quarterly, where we could attend and maybe get to see the progress of the charity?
Yes, absolutely. We do run a very lean charity, so we don't want to necessarily tie up our funds in administration and galas too much. You notice what I'm doing? I'm knocking the feet out from under the competition, simply because she told me earlier that it's important that all of her funds go towards a charity and not towards administration. But galas and all sorts of stuff actually goes to administration, even though it makes them more money. But I'm using that to my advantage as I work with this objection. So then I can now go and walk this through and then say, we don't have a quarterly thing because we're small, we can't afford to do so. We try to keep all of our money going towards the kids. But for sure, on an annual base, we have meet and greets, and you can meet our management team team and meet some of the families that's been impacted. You can hear the stories of what's going on to show the value that you've brought to the community. Thank you so much, Nellie, for giving to our cause. I just jumped right to the last assumptive close. Thank you so much for giving to our cause. I really, really respect that. At $5, I think that's where we're starting, right?
Yeah, we can do $5.
And I thank you. And I'd love the opportunity to earn more in time as we grow to get to know each other and do great work together. Because remember, the job of a salesperson is to make the relationship. We can now make this relationship bigger and bigger in time. That's the whole point. I might call you back in a few months and just touch base with you, just for kicks, and then see where we might go from there. Is that okay?
Yep, sounds good.
Thank you so much. So we'll set up some automatic deposits and we'll go from there. Thank you so much, Nellie.
Okay, thank you.
Done. And it ended with that beautiful 2 words. Thank you. All right. That's the picture on the private side as well as on the corporate. Thank you.